Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be installing OpenBSD on an AtomicPi. So let's go ahead and boot this up and get started. Okay, we've got the AtomicPi starting up right now. It's booting from a USB drive, which is an image of OpenBSD 6.7 downloaded from the OpenBSD website. Now this is the .fs image, which is burned over to a USB drive. But this may take a little time. Let's go ahead and zoom in and see what we can see. All right, so over here we've got a couple of options: install, upgrade, auto install, or shell. We're going to choose install. So let's go ahead and try the install. Yes, default layout will be just fine. Go ahead and name it CYB-VLT01. RE0 DHCP is great. We will not be using IPv6, so we're going to say none on that, and we're going to be done with those. For our domain name, we'll be choosing Cybernatos. Okay, with the cybernatos.net there, and password for the root account. Yes. No. No. We're not going to set up a new user. Allow root SSH login. Yeah. Oops. Yes. What time zone? Yes. And the disk is SD0. So that is our root disk. So that is correct there. All right. So let's go ahead and use the whole disk with GPT, sorry. And so I'm going to do a capital G there. It's going to try to auto allocate. And I'm going to say, yeah, capital A, auto layout. And we'll see what it does. And by the way, this is choosing all of the auto layout features inside of OpenBSD, which it tries to organize the directories in such a way that it feels appropriate for your system. So let's see, which disk do you wish to initialize? We've done, yeah, we're done. All right, good. Let's install the sets, and we're going to be using HTTP. That is correct. No proxy. The server mirrors.mit.edu, well, actually is pretty good, so we'll choose that one. Server directory is pub OpenBSD 6.7 AMD64. This is an AtomicPi, and it's running the Intel Atom processor, which is 64-bit, so yes, we're going to go ahead and choose yes on that one. A couple things we don't need here. We don't need games, so I'm going to go ahead and take out -game star, and I don't want X, so I'm going to say -X star. Get rid of all those X and press enter for OK. All right, so we're going to let this install. It's going to take about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on your internet connection. And after it is done, we will resume. Okay, we're back. And so it's got the location of sets. We've already done that. So we're going to choose done and move right along. Okay, OpenBSD thinks that it's installed and it thinks we're good to go. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see. All right, the reboot is happening. So we've got the reboot going on now. See what we got over here. Oh, that looks an awfully lot like I'm booting from my USB. We'll just give it just a second. Yeah. Let me go ahead and pull out my USB and we'll reboot again. So we'll try that again. All right. Okay, we've got the system coming back online. And it's looking really good. And it looks like we have a living BSD system, OpenBSD, running on an AtomicPi. So on the AtomicPi here, it is an Intel Atom processor, unlike the Raspberry Pi. This is not an ARM processor. This is an Intel processor, but it is seems to be working great. So let's go ahead and let this thing get started and be sure before we start celebrating just too much. All right, so it is still going through and getting started. Hopefully we'll be up and running in just a moment. Okay, there we are. We actually have a running BSD system now, so we have a choice to log in. So I'm going to choose the root, which is the username and password that I created for the system. And we'll just ping something. We'll just ping. There we go. See if we can get out. And we can ping out. So fantastic. That's installing OpenBSD on an AtomicPi. It's a pretty quick little snapshot of that, but I hope it helps. And I look forward to talking to you in the future.